What's going on, everybody? Today we're back diving into some more Deco Nina, and this time around we're diving into a song that YouTube suggested to me, but also one that I remember seeing as a part of the compilation videos we dove into for the vocaloid songs a while back, and that is Rabbit Hole. And I don't remember how this one goes at all, but I do remember seeing it being one of like the best songs of the vocaloids, I guess you say, from whether it's my 100 most popular or something like that, or the ones that like people should know, or the top 200 of May 2024, where the hell it was, whichever one that was in. I remember obviously it being a very, very massive song, and I think the 128 million views also kind of says that too. So I'm very excited to dive in this. Not only that, but also of course we got Miku returning, so of course any song with Miku in it is a great vocaloid song. So let's go ahead and dive in this. I'm very, very excited. Here we go. Okay. Little misdevotion. Okay. Is that like a slight key change? Oh my god. You nincompoop. Oh my god. Okay. This is different and very interesting. This is very different. Very high energy, very interesting lyrics here. Okay, so if we look at this here. Okay, so if we look at some of these lyrics here. Okay, so don't get depressed or perplexed or vexed. About what, though? Okay, let's just go. We're just gonna go through this course again real quick, and let's see if we can piece this together here. So what the heck we might be talking about? Hang on. Something about, okay, so closing the door on hope. Don't. I told you from the start. Don't even try. Okay, so we're kind of tapping an idea of maybe somebody being hopeful that they can possibly win over Miku's heart. Maybe. Let's see. That's okay. Let's keep going. Little misdevotion, the exit's over there, so maybe saying like this person is being way too devoted, so Miku's like, hey, you're too devoted to me, exit's that way, pal, go away, I don't want to be with you. Even if we look at the imagery here, like this is very interesting, like with the handcuffs unhooked here, she's got like missing fingers. It looks like she only has 3 fingers here for some reason. We see the magic card trips, or magic cards, I should say, just in general, here slipped into her, I guess, like, shirt, even though it's not really a shirt, because, I mean, it's very confusing because there's a collar here, but then there's just the, like, almost like shirt straps. So maybe this is, like, could be representing the idea of, I'm sorry, I said all that away from my mic, so I don't know how well that sounded, but you could maybe be having, like, the handcuffs representing, like, the bonding and her breaking free from that bonding, and kind of ties back into the little misdevotion saying, hey, he's too devoted to me, so the exit's that way, go away, I don't want to be around you, I've broken free from, you know, with the handcuffs representing that. Let's keep going. Okay. Oh, so not going home after all. Okay, so now we're kind of playing him like, oh, so you're still gonna insist on this, you know, and not go home. I see. Okay. Hop, step, gur, no more chance. Or one more chance. Okay, so now it sounds like maybe she's gonna give him another chance. Let's see. Okay, this goes super fast. I'm gonna have to pause every time here. Sorry. Okay. Why don't you kiss up and shake your cotton tail? Okay. A pop cuddle snug, hum a tune, why don't you? It's out of place, but put away your jealousy. Thirsty, ugh, so corny. You get lonely, find anybody, just get lucky. I love to leave it. Gonna be smitten mitten till the day you die. Okay, this is where the key change comes in. Okay, so we can focus on these lyrics for a second here. Okay, so this, I feel like we're kind of going back here, saying the idea of why don't you kiss up and shake your cottontail. This is kind of like her saying, like, okay, you want one more chance? Okay, you have to kiss up to me now. And saying, like, shake your cottontail, like, you know, shake your tail for me like a good dog or whatnot, you know, shake your cottontail, like, you know, do what I say then if you want one more chance, and that means I'm gonna boss you around, I'm gonna own you now, or something like that. And then saying a pop, cuddle, snuggle, hum a tune, why don't you? More kind of demanding him to do things for her in a way, like sucking up to her. It's out of place, put away your jealousy. Now we're going back to the idea of saying, you know, hey, I might be giving you another chance, but don't think that I'm not going to give attention to other people too. But don't be jealous over that, you know. I'm giving you another chance, but don't be jealous over the other people that might still win me over. It's kind of like we're in like back in almost like in like the dating phase, if you will. We're kind of like tapping back into that. And then like her just mimicking him more, like, oh, you're thirsty for me? Oh, it's so corny. Why? What do you have so obsessed? What's so obsessive about me? Why do you have to be so into me? If you get lonely, find anybody. Like, she's basically saying, hey, if you get lonely, don't worry about me. I'm not waiting for you. I'll give you a chance, but I'm not gonna necessarily devote myself to you again. You gotta earn yourself into this. So if you get lonely because I'm not giving you attention, go find somebody else. Don't wait on me. I love to love, but it gave me life. Interesting. I loved to love. So she looked forward to love, but it gave me life. So I don't know. Interesting. She's saying that like she loved, almost like it's like she looked forward to the idea of love, but then there's that negative connotation of but it gave me life. So it's like saying, okay, maybe she's saying because she loathes for love, it gives her life, not saying like literally giving her life, but giving her like this like sense of like attention, if you will. Like you can see how she's going through kind of taunting this guy, making him do all these things for her, trying to win her back and whatnot, like saying like, you know, you're basically like my pet now, in a way, in a very weird way, but in a way. So she's saying like she's thriving off the attention, she's thriving off of the love, and it's giving her life. You know, like somebody might say like, you know, music gives me life or something like that. I think that's what she's kind of saying based off of this loathing for love in a way. Okay. I love the little like key change in mid-chorus. Like, okay. Oh yeah, this was interesting. I don't think I've heard this. I don't hear this like very often, but hang on. Oh wait, there's more. Hang on. Slight changes here. So, hang on. I'm sorry. Okay, no. Gonna be a smitten mint till the day you die. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna stay smitten for her. Okay. Okay. A bad dance, why don't you drown in it? Okay. Fake out, I like you. Ugh, can't take it. Oh, she's now maybe falling for him, actually. She's like, fuck, I don't want to fall for you, but I am. Then this is the line that cracks me up. You nincompoop, such a pesky beast. So what's funny is you see her almost like retracting everything now, saying like, oh, damn it, you give me all this attention, me giving you a second chance, it's making you actually want, like, it's actually making me like you again. You're such a nincompoop, you little pesky beast. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I love this. fell in love with Mitt, and I felt like dying. It's so funny. It's just so fascinating. It's like she's trying to fight it, but she wants it. And I think that kind of goes back to her loathing for love, where it's like she likes the idea of having a man around in a way to kind of please her in a way, in terms of like her I don't know, it's like she craves the attention in a way more than anything, I feel like. But it's like she doesn't want the attachment and like the like label, if you will. I think that actually, now I think about it, if we look at this, you see the cards here in her, we'll say bosom, maybe, I guess. That's not really a bosom, I don't think. But you see the match trick cards there, or just cards, I guess, in general. And I think that what that means is that she's kind of, or I guess like the imagery here is that she's kind of playing him in a way, like a card trick kind of messes with you, fools you, messes with your head. She's almost playing card games with him in the way she feels about him, in a way. I think that maybe what that imagery means. Interesting enough. Okay. 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 This is such an interesting song. The production's amazing now. She's almost rapping here, it seems like. A little laugh. I mean, you kind of just want to dance to it. It's so fast and fun. Little key change is so sick. Okay. Oh. I was gonna say, are we done already? Oh, tying back to the song title. Hang on now. Come on and love this rabbit hole more and more. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait a minute. What? That sounds kind of interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to that. Okay, interesting. This verse here, this one little verse here might kind of tie it all together for me. This here, calm down, we're even Steven. So this is interesting now. Okay, I think the song is done, so we can move on. So to say now at the very end of the song, calm down, we're even Steven. I think this might be a song about this Miku character, if you will, because Miku has obviously a bunch of different versions of herself because of the fact that she's just a voice bank. Obviously, different, vocaloid producers are bringing life to her. So in this instance, I think we see her being this version of her where she's playing hard to get, but also seeking revenge in a way for the way this other character that we don't, it's kind of being used more in the what is that, the third person, I guess, or something like that, did to her. So it could be something where this third person character that she's talking to specifically, maybe treated her poorly or cheated on her or something like that or whatnot. And that's why we have the instance of her saying, like, I'll give you a second chance. And we see that through her basically then saying, okay, I'll give you a second chance, but I'm gonna take advantage of this. I'm gonna have some fun with this, if you will. And saying, like, okay, dance for me, wave your cottontail around for me, you know, do this, do that, kind of bossing him around. And in a way, if he goes and does exactly that and kind of goes and, you know, follows with her beck and call, if you will, maybe then she'll commit to him again. But she's realizing, having him back, though, you see in that moment, she says, ugh, I like you, though. You're such a nincompoop. You're, you know, a sneaky little pest or whatever, a pesky beast or whatever she says, you know. So she realizes that, crap, bringing him back around is actually making me like him again, though. And then in the long run here, like we said, we say at the end here, we're even Steven. So it's like, in the long run, she's saying, I got my revenge in a way. I got my moment where, you know, whatever you did to me, I made up for it by what I did to you. So now we're back to being on even ground, if you will. And again, through the imagery, we see her talking about, you know, him being almost like too needy, too, what was the word they used before? I can't remember what the word was now, but like he was basically being too attached to her, if you will. You can kind of see that being represented through the handcuffs in this imagery. You see kind of like the way she's treating him through mind games, through the idea of the imagery of the trick cards, you know, almost using like magic tricks in a way. Is kind of like her playing tricks on him, getting her revenge and whatnot. Now, the one hand only having 3 fingers, well, a thumb and 2 fingers is interesting. I don't know what that might represent. That's very interesting. So yeah, but then the one thing that doesn't really get me here is this: come on and love this rabbit hole more and more. I'm trying to even think what that would mean. If we're saying rabbit hole, is that maybe tying into the magic also? I don't know, but because then she follows it up with the naughty line or whatever it is. Oh, press the wrong button. Wait, okay, hang on. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Yeah. And then she comes and follows up to the hey, hey, little Miss Naughty. I mean, I'm guessing that's more so like, oh, she's being Little Miss Naughty because of the way she played him, probably. But yeah, that rabbit hole line, I'm not sure about. That's the only thing that's kind of stumped me. But I think overall, though, I kind of have the concept here of like the fact that it's like, there's really, I think, no really message here. This is kind of just Nina kind of having fun with the Miku character and kind of giving her like a fun little story, if you will, of her kind of like playing and messing with this guy, if you want to say that, and messing with him to a point of getting revenge for whatever he might have done to her or something like that, or for being, you know, too needy for her and her likings. I don't know. It's a very interesting concept. Very different song than I feel like the other stuff I've reacted to from even Nina and the other one, the other vocaloid producers I've reacted to. So yeah, very cool to see more of like almost like a story line with Miku here, rather than just like, I mean, we kind of got storyline before too, also with some Nina stuff, but this time around it's just kind of almost like a straight up just a story in general. You know, but I'd be curious though to see like what do you guys think was like the message behind this one, if there even was a message, because I don't know if there really would be a message takeaway from this or not. So yeah, you guys can let me know in the comments down below what you guys took away from this. What did you guys think, you know, the meaning behind this was, or kind of the storyline was meant to, you know, maybe even represent, if you will. So yeah. But anyways, guys, with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, share by clicking down below. I'm going to play some action players for the other the other vocaloid songs I've reacted to over here, and you can check out my first reaction we're already over here. As always, thank you all so much for watching and showing the support, and I will see you all in the next video. Alright guys, bye!